I moved from the Philippines to Canada last 2023. I was in my early 20s at that time. And let me tell you, that was one of the most fulfilling things I've ever done in my life. And I'm making this video because I want to share my story. So whether you're thinking of also moving abroad or just wanting a reminder that it's okay to choose your own path, I hope this video inspires you. But before we get started, let me know down in the comments below if you've ever wanted to move abroad, and if so, where was your dream destination? I want to know more about it, okay? Okay, now let's head on to, why do I always do this with my hands? I'm always so excited. I don't know. Anyway, story time, because we love story time in this channel. It was my third year of university in the Philippines when I realized I wanted to do something, not really something better, but something else. Not really something else too, because I also studied here. Just, I wanted to be someplace else, someplace else. And I also realized that it's been a dream of mine since I was a kid to go to Canada. So I was like, why not? Why not try it right after I graduate college? And so I did. The first step I ever did trying to manifest me moving to Canada was to renew my passport. I did this around May 2022. Take note, I flew to Canada early August 2023. So I had a whole year of preparation before I actually went here. So yeah, I renewed my passport May 2025, and then on the last quarter of, May 2022. And then on the last quarter of that year, I started applying for the schools here in Canada. I specifically applied at George Brown College, University of Toronto, and Toronto Metropolitan University. Let's just call it Ryerson. Anyway, I got accepted in all three, but I ultimately decided to go to George Brown College because the discrepancy in the tuition fees is just insane. Imagine my offer in Rotman is around 70K a year, $70,000 Canadian dollars. But my offer in George Brown for the business accounting program is only 18,000 Canadian dollars a year. That is such a huge difference that it was a no-brainer for me. I had to go to George Brown College anyway. I knew I was going to pass the university. I kind of felt good about that as well. But yeah, I went to George Brown College for post-secondary here in Canada. So anyway, here we are, right? In May 2025, I've graduated. I've recovered from burnout, from that whole studying thing. I now have a full-time job, and I'm so happy to say that I have traveled not all over Canada, because Canada is big as fuck, but I've traveled around Ontario. I have also visited Ottawa and Montreal, so I'm really happy about that. It's been 2 years and here I am. So why did I choose Canada? Why did I choose Toronto? Again, as I mentioned earlier, ever since I was a kid, I've been wanting to go to Canada. But the real reason of why I wanted to go to Canada was mainly because I was obsessed with Justin Bieber. If you've been here long enough, you know how obsessed I am with him. But also, as time went by, I started knowing more good things about Canada, and I was like, well, why not here, right? To be honest with you, I was also considering New Zealand or parts of EU or even Switzerland, but I think that Canada would be a really, really great starting point for me. And if not, it will also be a beautiful endpoint. Like, Canada is very beautiful. And I specifically chose to be in Toronto simply because it's the hustle and bustle that's in here. It's the city girl in me that made me love Toronto even as an outsider. And now that I'm here, I love it. I think I discovered a lot about myself, and I think I wouldn't have grown by a lot if I were to stay in a quieter place. And honestly, I get bored. I get bored so much and so quick. I might just turn crazy if I go in a quieter neighborhood in Canada. So Toronto it is. Okay, now I want to move on to a topic that I don't think is getting enough traction in videos like this. And it is the subject of, is it scary? Is moving away from another country, let alone a country on the other side of the world, scary? And well, of course, duh, right? I mean, I guess I know why it's not getting talked about, but I also think that I have a different, it's different for me, because I wasn't scared at all. I was really, really excited. When I got approved for my study permit, I was literally counting down the days before my flight. I remember getting stuck in a traffic along Marcos Highway with my boyfriend, and I'm like, 70 days left and we're out of here. And I think it's a really rare case just because I have been moving around even as a kid. So I was born and raised in a little island in the Philippines, and then I moved away from home in high school at 12 years old. So I attended De La Salle Lipa, which is in Batangas City. It's like from one island to like a small city, right? And then after 6 years of high school, I transferred to De La Salle University in Manila, which is a bigger city, for college. Did I mention for college already? I'm so sorry, guys. I know I'm babbling. It's just that I'm filming this after work. It's already 5:41. I don't know if I still have brain cells left. Yeah. Anyway, so what was I saying? De La Salle University. I only lasted there for a year because I thought that Taft wasn't for me. So I transferred to Enderun colleges, the one in Taguig, and I finished my college there. And then again, as I told you in my story time, I got bored and was looking for something else right before ending college, and now I'm here in Canada. Yeah, I think my academic achievements are the basis of why I'm moving, and you know what? I can't be any prouder of that. I'm a person who just loves to learn new things, discover new things in different places in the world, and no regrets. But anyway, back to being, oh my gosh, I keep on segueing to different topics. Yeah, it wasn't scary, but of course, there was that looming thought in my head that I was gonna be 8,000 miles away from everybody that I literally love. So I guess, no, I wasn't scared, but there was this really, really big hurdle for me. And it was not really the distance, but more so the fact that I'm gonna be missing the people that are dearest to my heart. And I think it would be a perfect transition to what I want to talk about next, which is what I had to give up to move here. And speaking about the dearest, closest people to my heart, I had to accept the fact that I will be spending less and less time with my family. I was already spending less time with them when I moved away from my hometown. But the difference is, it was just 2 hours away from home. I literally have a driver who can drive me up until the port, and then there will be a boat waiting for me, and it'll just be a 30-minute ride, and then I'm home. But now it's a 16-hour flight, direct flight. It's gonna be so exhausting for both sides to try and visit both sides. So it was really the hardest pill to swallow for me once I knew that I was really going to Canada. Like, once that study permit was approved, I was like, oh no. Now I'm getting farther away. I also sacrificed being a mom to my fur babies, to my, how many? Four dogs at that time. I have 3 dogs in my family and 1 dog with my boyfriend, and we had to leave them all behind. Honestly, when I got approved, my boyfriend and I's dog, his name's Lucky, he was right beside me. And the first thought I had was, how am I gonna get this boy here in Canada, and when am I gonna get this boy here? That's my first thought. It wasn't even like, oh, I'm going to Canada. It was, no, how am I going to get my loved ones there? I guess I'm just very fortunate to know that my family and my boyfriend's family are taking care of the dogs right now. I know they're in good hands, but I'm so excited to bring Lucky here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to bring my family dogs because I know they're happy in my family home. Actually, my parents added another dog in the mix, so therefore they're now. They're happy there, but with Lucky, he's our child. And we're gonna get him here as soon as my boyfriend and I are financially stable, and as soon as we're sure that Lucky is gonna have a place here that he's gonna love. And of course, last but not the least are my best friends. I think I only have 5 friends, and I kind of had to condition myself to, again, accept the fact that I'm not going to be able to make those types of relationships anymore once I come here. It's a really different relationship when you've known those people since you were little. I have friends back from grade school, and I don't know. I honestly don't know. I've just been here for 2 years, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make friends like those friends that I have back at home. And I think that's what makes it more precious. To know that they're irreplaceable in my life makes me appreciate them even more. And it makes me, kind of force them into visiting me. It also gives them the power to force me to visit them, but they know I'm not gonna go back to the Philippines anytime soon, so they better visit me here. Okay, I know this video has been a little bit past focused and present focused, but I want to touch a little bit on the future as well. What's next for me? What's next for Isa? And to be honest with you, I recently realized that Toronto, specifically Toronto the city, is a really great starting point for me, and I can't wait to move away. Not that I can't wait to move away, but I can't wait to try the other places in Canada. I mentioned to you a while ago how I traveled to different places around Canada, and I know that I haven't traveled enough, but I think I already have my next goal in mind. I'm not gonna say it yet because I don't want to jinx it, but when I visited there, I saw the culture, and I wanted to really immerse myself in the culture. I think that's also why I love moving. It's because I get to know more about different cultures, and I get to, transform myself a little bit and adapt to that culture that I'm moving into. And I'm really, really excited. I know I just started out here. I literally just got a full-time job this month, and I'm already thinking about moving out. So I'm not gonna say a lot about it yet, because honestly, who knows what's next for me, right? I might be changing my mind the next day, the next year, but all I know is that I'm a type of person who loves learning, who loves to grow. My reference point is and always will be who I was yesterday, and I'm just so happy that I get to wake up every day knowing that I've improved. And to be honest with you, I haven't reflected that hard to see myself from 2 years ago to now. But I get chills just thinking about it. I know I've improved so much, and I've got so much more to improve on, and that makes me so happy. And I guess that's also why I made this video. It And it's because I want to let you guys know that embracing change, embracing growth is so fulfilling. I am so susceptible to burnout, let me tell you that. But the risk to reward ratio is really, really high that I don't mind burning out just as long as I know I'm improving myself, either personally, professionally, whatnot. All right, enough babbling from me. My mind isn't working anymore. I just hope you guys enjoyed this video and like me sharing a little bit of my story, because honestly, I can't wait to share more with you guys. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.